Guys, I mentioned this in the last vlog, but I got a new camera. So my DJI Osmo Pocket is here. It has been a matter of hours and TikTok is back up. TikTok was back up before I even got to the grocery store. I'll definitely be back to H2 Salon. I really needed a trim. She was like, when's the last time you had a trim? I'm like, baby, look, don't judge me. Hello and welcome back to another vlog. Another week in my life vlog here in Brooklyn, New York. It is Sunday, January 19th. It's supposed to snow this afternoon. It's just a little cloudy and everything right now. I am actively about to export a vlog so that I can post it today because I can't miss a third week. Even if it goes up late today, that's fine. But I'm restarting Premiere Pro because maybe it's just because those were longer, but my last couple of vlogs have exported like in half the usual time. My computer's pretty old and I was used to it taking a lot of time to export vlogs, but it's been like only taking like maybe 3 hours at this point, the last couple vlogs. And I went to export this one, which is shorter. It's like less than 20 minutes and it's taking longer to export this time. So I closed everything and restarted my computer and we're gonna see if this fixes it. You guys, I mentioned this in the last vlog, but I got a new camera. So my DJI Osmo Pocket is here. My baby is here. I got the creator combo. So it came with this camera with the viewfinder, the battery pack with a tripod that is also like a nice, I don't know what you call it, handle? Yeah. And then also the mic, which I really needed in the last vlog that I'm uploading now. I had another one of those frustrating moments where the audio was just like washed out by background noise. When I was walking down the street somewhere, and vlogging in the street just is really hard without a mic. And I could have just gotten the mic and tried to use my phone, but I've really been wanting this. So I treated myself and invested in my content creation. And now we have an Osmo Pocket 3 bundle. So I ordered an SD card, and then there's like a case for it as well, and a case for the case and all the other pieces. There's a smaller battery pack, I believe, and then the full big battery pack and a wrist handle. Like this is the handle too. Yeah, whatever. And then USB-C to USB-C charging and export port. Everything is USB-C on this, which works. iPhones are now in the USB-C phase, the iPhone that I have. So, and then like my backup chargers and stuff. So yeah, this will be the last clip that I will record on a vlog, like unless extenuating circumstances and I need to use my phone. I watch enough vlogs and vloggers to know that at some point you're gonna forget your camera, it's gonna die, you're gonna need to use your iPhone or whatever to capture something. So not thinking that this will be the last time ever that I'll use my phone. Ooh, I just turned her on. So I need to set it up and everything, and I'm really excited. I got this instead of like, not instead of, but like I was thinking about how some of the vloggers that I follow do use the Sony ZV-3, whatever it is, the Sony Z something, to vlog, and I chose this over that because like I like it. I like that it's compact and can move around. I like that it has the mic. I like DJI in general. And maybe I will get a Sony at some point, probably after I get a new laptop. Maybe I'll get a Sony. But I'm excited to start vlogging and creating content with this, even though we are on day 1 of the TikTok ban right now. Today is the dreaded January 19th. Everything went dark last night and cannot get onto TikTok in the States. Some people are using VPNs, but I haven't heard about any success around that because there's no TikTok to share information on. And the way that people typically share information, I feel like my next best bet is Reddit. Cool. I don't want to make this intro clip too long because there's not a ton of stuff going on right now aside from me exporting this vlog, starting this vlog, and setting up the Osmo Pocket, which I'm going to go ahead and do now. I need to get an SD card in it, set the language. I need to make sure my settings are prime for how I'm exporting and editing things now. So I'm going to spend a little time doing that, catching up on some YouTube, and I also need to go to the grocery store. So I'm going to spend about 10-15 minutes doing this and then go ahead and get ready to head out to the grocery store, do some grocery shopping to prep for the week. I have tomorrow off, thank goodness. It is MLK Day, so I'm going to enjoy the day off and get what I can get done. I would go get a pedicure today, but it's ugly outside. Not to say that it's going to be pretty outside tomorrow, but oh gosh, please. See, it's making noise. I need to sit down and do this and give it my undivided attention. Let me turn it off. Okay, it's off. So yeah, for the rest of the weekend, I basically just need to set up this camera, get ready for work, get a pedicure, grocery shop. Oh, I owe my friends details about going to Essence Festival. This is stressful, and it shouldn't be stressful. It should all be fun. Ugh, yuck. So let me do that. Let me sit down and do that now. I will talk to y'all later. Alrighty, here we are. First clip on the Osmo Pocket. This is without the mic, but it's just me turning it on. It's a little dreary outside, but I'm facing my windows, and luckily I don't have to like hold my phone with using the back camera and all that good stuff. Let's see if it's following me. Oh my god. Okay. I love this. I hope it looks really good. I put my settings on 4K, 60 frames per second, which is what I usually film on the settings I usually film with on my iPhone. And then I went in and changed the settings for like the compatibility to H.264, which is how I export in Premiere Pro. Just taking care of as many of the settings that I know about before we get into the edit bay and things are taking too long or not compatible or weird, or I have to learn how to update my editing settings, which that's always a journey. So yeah, now that this is set up, I'm gonna try to do the mic now so we can see the difference between with and without the mic, and then go to the grocery store because I really need to go. It's already noon and it's a Sunday. Grocery stores on Sundays, oh, yikes. Alrighty, grocery shopping is done, and now the mic is actually working. Well, I can at least see that it's connected and the battery measure is on the top. So I'm gonna watch this clip back afterwards, but I believe that last clip was definitely not recording with the mic. I'm trying not to be too loud because I don't want it to be so loud that it doesn't, like it has that scratchy sound to it. I forget what the technical term for that is, when you basically just blast out the mic and it sounds horrible, because I don't know what volumes are great for it just yet. I could just clip this to my shirt. Hold on, let me clip it on. Let's see. Okay, continuing with the experiment. It has been a matter of hours and TikTok is back up. TikTok was back up before I even got to the grocery store. Like, I was walking into the grocery store and I was getting off the bus and I saw somebody post TikTok is back. And I really feel like powers that be manufactured a problem that could have been solved without it ever shutting off, in order to congratulate themselves and give themselves credit for solving a problem that they manufactured. That's my personal belief. If I had to guess, that's what I would say. But either way, it's back up, and I think we've all learned a couple of different valuable lessons here. Yeah, depending on what position you're in, you probably learned a different lesson, but I feel like we all learned something from this, you know? I came back, put away groceries, cleaned out some of the fridge, and unloaded and loaded the dishwasher, posted a vlog, and yeah, responded to some text, and I'm just kind of chilling. Tomorrow is going to be a gym and laundry and pedicure day. I'm just winding down for the rest of the day. I'm watching Young African and Famous on Netflix. When I'm not doing that, listening to an audiobook in the background of whatever I'm going to do, whatever I'm doing. And I think right now I'm going to turn back on my audiobook and peel these 2 pomegranates that I just got at the grocery store so I can snack on those over the next couple days. But yeah, and I'm pretty sure I'll spend a significant amount of time on TikTok later on as well. That's what's going on. And I will check in with you all later. So I often get questions about how I peel pomegranates when I post on Instagram and friends see and things of that sort. I'm not going to say that it's easy, but it is a simple process once you get it down. I like to cut the top off and expose those kind of not quadrants are 4, but basically those sections, and cut along those white lines to be able to more easily break it open and then just pick out the seeds gently. And I do it, and it's worth it because pomegranates are delicious, but they're also very enthralling as a fruit. I always talk to people about how cooking and doing these type of food processing activities is very meditative for me. Peeling and seeding a pomegranate is the perfect example of that. Just thinking about, oh my God, nature made this. That's gnarly. I hope I don't sound high right now. I really mean this. You should give it a try. I highly encourage it. And you get a nice snack at the end. These next few clips are from Monday, which I had off. It was MLK Day. So I got to do quite a bit with this day, which I was really happy about. I made it to the gym and got a workout in. I also went to the city. I'd been needing a pedicure and I didn't want to go on Sunday. So I was able to go on Monday to the place I love in the city and get a nice little pedicure. I did think I destroyed it on the way home, but it was okay. Got a pedicure and then stopped at a couple different shops. I went into Citarella to grab some things that I needed to make a dish and then headed home to cook. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think I even cooked until Tuesday. I think I ate something else on Sunday, and then I made this $1 million chicken again. I was mentioning how I really like making recipes multiple times so you can really get them down. This is from Chef Risha. Her website is Carnal Dish, and she has a recipe called $1 million chicken. It's typically made with Cornish hens. I've never made it with a Cornish hen a single time, but the big part of it is the $1 million sauce, the roasted chicken, the herbs of Provence as seasoning, and of course that delicious $1 million sauce. So I like to do my own rendition of it, and I love it. My boyfriend loves it. So this is the second time I've made it in a week. She's a beaut. Hello and good morning. I am just leaving the gym. It is Wednesday morning. I'm working from home today. I had a doctor's appointment yesterday uptown, so I went to that before work and then worked in the office for a couple of hours. It was so quiet and just really quiet in the city, but it's also cold. I feel like so many places in the country are freezing right now. I added in the clips here, but I did some cooking last night. I've been making the $1 million chicken. This is the second time I've made it in a week and a half, a week. And I love to do that with recipes because you can really get them down that way. I got up and made it to the gym this morning. It's just been so cold. And I'm like, how was I doing this last year when I was really consistent at the gym? And then I remembered I got sick at the top of last year, and I was never really as consistent as I was in fall, winter 2023 since then. So, you know, I'm going to give myself a little grace. I got up later, but I got here either way. So I appreciate that. Oh, she got her hair done. I needed that trim so bad. I'm not using my mic right now. I'm being bad. It is Thursday. Just got done at H2 Salon. Oh my gosh, my grays are really standing out, you guys. And I'm headed to the office. I have to take the C to the green line. This is kind of nostalgic walking over here because this is my old neighborhood. Like when I first moved to New York, I lived on Kingston, well, off Kingston and Fulton. And this was my hood for a good little bit. Like, is this, yes, oh my gosh. Listen, I didn't know Soldier Jamaican restaurant was like clutch. Like, it wasn't trendy, and online wasn't what it was with food and stuff when I first moved here. But I remember I lived around the corner and I just happened upon Soldier Jamaican restaurant, and I was like, this little place around the corner from me kind of hits, you know? All of this just brings back so many memories, and I know people say it's changed a lot in Bed-Stuy and other neighborhoods in New York, but I must say, this is pretty much the same. There are some storefronts that have changed and stuff, but like the vibe, pretty much the same, I'm not gonna lie. It's really nice to be back in my old stomping grounds, but I'm literally just walking to the train to get up out of here. But I'll be back to H2. I'll definitely be back to H2 Salon. I really needed a trim. She was like, when's the last time you had a trim? I'm like, baby, look, don't judge me, and I won't judge you. I was like, don't judge me. I know you need to chop some at some different lengths, and there might be some splitting and stuff. I usually do my own hair. You know, I'm not a hairstylist. I just do what I can. I'm tender-headed and I'm a little picky. You know, I do my best. Okay, but I was excited to go and get this little hair laid. My coworkers are gonna be like, bitch, you coming in here late with a hairdo? The nerve. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's so nice to be back over here. Like, I love it. This is just so nostalgic and so wait. Let me get on this train, y'all. All right, we made it to Soho. I decided against transferring to the Green Line because if you've ever, I would have had to transfer at Fulton. If you've ever been in New York and tried to transfer at the Fulton station, you know how much of a nightmare and a maze it is. And the C runs right to Spring Street. So I was like, I'll just walk across. This is fine. But just made it to Soho. I think I'm gonna stop at Balthazar and get a quiche, have something to eat, and go ahead and get all the workday started. We have our holiday party tonight. They've started doing like the annual holiday parties in the new year, so they don't have to figure out fitting it in at the end of the year, which, whatever. So that is tonight. So I'll be in the office, and then I'll be out at the party and take a sweet little car home. Let's get the day going. Hello and good morning. It is now Friday. It's January the 24th, I believe. And January is flying by. No, actually, January is taking a really long time to be over. Now that I think about it, I feel like January is one of those like, this takes forever months. Let's see. I'm going to do 2 eggs. Got eggs. It is Friday and I've already begun work. I went and got coffee from Dayglow this morning and now I'm about to make some eggs and avo for breakfast and get the workday started. I only have a couple of meetings today and I'm very excited about that because I am tired. Like, hold on. Okay. I am red, okay? I went to my work holiday party yesterday, so I had hair appointment in the morning, work in the office all day, and like, oh my gosh, my office was so full. There was like nowhere to sit. Usually I get in early because, hold on. Number one, I don't like to get there and start working like right away. I like to set up my stuff, get my bearings, you know, maybe catch up on my email or just kind of like prepare myself before I just hop into meetings. So I'm usually there pretty early, but because I had a hair appointment, I got there closer to 11. And because we were having a gathering, it was jumping and there was literally nowhere to sit outside of the lounge areas. There were no more desks left. So I was like, oh my gosh, what is going on? So yeah, I had an in-office day yesterday that was way more crowded than I'm used to. And then I don't know why I thought I was going to be able to film more of that party than I was, but it was chill. It was at like a golf place in the city where you do like the golf simulators and everything. Enough about work. Jeez. So yeah, after what feels like a busy week, even though we were off on Monday. I can't believe we were off on Monday. It's crazy. Were we off on Monday? We were off on Monday. Yeah, we had a 3-day weekend. It was MLK Day. So yeah, it does not feel like a short week. I am tired. I have done the cooking this week. I have done workouts this week. I have been in the office this week. And I'm really glad that I've kept up with vlogging. I got my hair done. And yes, you guys saw what it looked like yesterday. And I wear my hair natural now, and I went natural when I was like 19. And I got my first perm, I think, when I was like 11. So I've been natural more in my life than I've been natural more than I've had a perm in life when you add it all up. So I know people haven't like seen me like this in a long time because I also haven't had a silk press in a really long time. But even for me, I was like, oh my God. My head looks so much bigger with straight hair. It's crazy to me because like when you have voluminous hair, it kind of like balances things out. But then when it's like this much, and my hair is very fine, so it gets to be a little bit closer to my face unless I like make it voluminous. So yeah, but I'm liking it, and I'm liking that I don't have to do my hair this weekend and do something a little bit different. But yeah, I wanted to hop on here and close out this vlog while I'm making breakfast. I got coffee from Dayglow, like I said, so I don't have to make my coffee. This weekend, I'm meeting up with someone that I made friends with when I was living in Chicago, but I haven't seen her like in person in years. And she's moving back to Bed-Stuy, so we're gonna go to La Cabra and get coffee and stuff. I'm gonna finish out the workday Sunday. Oh, I also have a dentist appointment this weekend, so I'm gonna go get my dental cleaning. You guys see I'm trying to be on top of like getting all my appointments out of the way. But going to get a dental cleaning tomorrow morning, and then on Sunday I have a coffee date. I'm not even sure what time that is yet. But yeah, wanted to get on here and close this out and say thanks for hanging with me. This has been just like a busy-ish week in my life, getting back into the swing of vlogs and making sure I do them consistently, and also just like enjoying having this camera. Like, I'm really loving it. So if you're on the fence about the DJI Osmo Pocket and you really want to go for it, I encourage it. But I also haven't edited the footage yet, so we'll have to see this afternoon after I do this closeout. I'm gonna go ahead and put all the files on my Lacy hard drive and start doing proxies and things, and we will see how it works in the editing stage. But I think everything should be fine. I've heard some commentary about like coloring, especially for Black people, making sure there's some color grading or there's some settings that I do. But for the most part, I'm hoping I don't have to do that. I bought LUTs before from a company that I like their color grading, but apparently the answer is in actually putting on the settings when you're recording. So yeah, I feel like I'm forgetting something, but you know what? It is what it is. If I remember later, I'll come back on. But for now, thanks so much for hanging out with me. If you're new here, I'm Alex. I'm 34 years old. I live here in New York City, in Brooklyn to be specific. And I like to share these videos as a creative outlet, but also sharing life in New York City from my unique perspective. I do my best to upload these videos at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every Sunday, unless my extenuating circumstances get in the way of that. And yeah, if you've liked it, you made it this far, I hope you liked it. Give me a thumbs up. If you know somebody who might like this channel, share it with them and subscribe, turn on your alerts to find out when I post another video. But yeah, I hope you all are having a great week or weekend or whenever you are watching this. Oh, also, if you made it this far, if you're watching Harlem on Prime, let me know. Do you like the show? Are you going to miss it? Who's your favorite on the show? Something along those lines. Or just write Harlem. But yeah, I will see y'all next week. Have a good one. Bye.